So I just recently started a new workout regimen. And in previous years, I would focus on deadlines. With me being a more slimly built man, I would say, okay, I'm trying to get to 195 pounds or 205 or 185, which is technically between 185 and 195 is what I should be at 6'1", right? So I would focus on trying to hit certain marks over a certain period of time. And when I was not hitting those marks, it started to create a little bit of frustration on my part. It's with a metabolism that's so fast, it's just as challenging to gain than it is to lose. Okay, some people don't really equate gaining weight with the frustration that usually ensues when you're trying to lose. So I said, you know what? Let me change that up. Let me try and psych myself out. I said, okay, let me just focus on the work. Let me not focus on the target weight that I'm trying to reach. Certain pounds of muscle that you're trying to build. Let me just focus on doing work. The results will come. It's inevitable, especially if you're doing work. The results will definitely be there. Just focus on the work and be diligent with that, whether it's 3 times a week, whether it's 4 to 5 times a week. Right now, roughly between 4 to 5 times a week for me up to this point right now here in late June 2020. But yeah, that was the new strategy to get the best results for me. Another example would be I was writing a film script, and upon beginning the task, I was thinking, okay, let me try and knock out 15 pages a day. And for some reason, it was a little bit overwhelming. Started the script and began to struggle. And the standard for movie scripts is anywhere between 88 to 120 pages. And you could apply this to a novel or poetry. I said, you know what? Let me try something different. Let me cut that down. Let me do 5 pages and see what happens. Maybe that'll take down some of the pressure. And it worked. 5 pages a day was much more efficient than trying to overwhelm myself the other way. And what I found with these 2 examples is figure out the best way to get the work done. The results will be there, right? The result is the end game. The result is the target. But figuring out what will work best for you to reach that target. So really, at the end of the day, it is about the work. You want to be as efficient as possible, but it is about the work. Some people say quantity over quality. Some say quality over quantity. I mean, you can go back and forth on this. But the common denominator in all of it is do the work. Do what needs to be done to get the result, which is inevitable. Regardless of your strategy, right? You're getting work done. And of course, this varies based on what it is that you're trying to achieve, whether it's workouts, whether it's work for your job, because yes, there are deadlines that need to be met. So of course, it varies. You want to find the best route, do the work to reach the result. And I think one of the biggest reasons why change doesn't happen is because the work is not being done at all. Perhaps it's too overwhelming, so then you quit. Find the best route to get the work done so that you inevitably reach the result. You're seeing this clash of ideas. You're hearing the cause and effect. There's a collision of opposition or opposing forces because no one has figured out the best route to get the work done to reach the result, right? What will you do? How will you do it? And that's where the buck stops. Because as long as you do it, you're going to get results. So that's the key here. Go inside, hold yourself accountable, which is something that most struggle to do. I definitely challenge myself to hold myself accountable for the things that I do. Yes, there are forces around you that are moving and shaking, forces permeating and sort of shifting things in certain directions. However, you could almost see these things as an obstacle course full of illusions. An obstacle course full of illusions. And the more you go inside of self and recognize the strength you have, the more these obstacles begin to disappear. The simplicity of this idea leads to putting it in motion. Do the work, the result will come. Do the work, the result will come. Do the work, the result will come.